Uh, the 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 crazier thing about all of this is that if you're not watching the details of this, you have a human being who everything he does is antithetical to God, but when he wants to try and get you to believe what he's saying, he uses God. He will use the gospel. He will use Christianity. He'll use the image of Jesus, and he'll try to appeal to something that's evil through the lens of something that's good. Now, the part that hit me today, which why I was calling it today, Corey, there is a portion of the scripture that um, Beyonce appealed to, and for those of you who haven't seen the Vogue cover of her on a red horse, there is a portion of that scripture that says something interesting about what they were given power to do, right, Corey?
Uh-huh.
Um, and I'm gonna propose something to you and tell me if this makes sense to you. I believe that the people involved in gang activity, the people involved in the government, and, all of that stuff, um, Planned Parenthood, all of it, um, are allowed to do it right now because of what Beyonce is putting forward now as the red horse. Um, it says it was given the power to take peace from the earth and to make people
Many
kill
people.
each other.
Yeah.
What does rap music do?
It does just that.
What
It
what
does
does
just that.
what is the government promoting right now?
Just that. Just that.
And it just so happens that Beyonce shows up on a photo cover with the red horse.
I 100% agree with you there. You put that together really well. Yes.
It struck me as so crazy that they are in that statement. It was given power to them to take peace and to kill each other. And you see no, and I mean zero people involved in this stuff at peace. And they always want to wage war some way, somehow with men. It's all about war. So they're pinning whites against black, men against women, kids against the parents, parents against the kids, kill your children, the gang culture, drug culture, sex culture. And the more and then when I, that this when this happened today, my brain instantaneously went back to all of the imagery that she herself has done, and a lot of it, I would say about 98% of the stuff she's done in pictures with flowing dresses or garbs and massive amounts of hair stuff, all of it are symbolizing sort of satanic or occult meaning.
Mhm.
And all of it leads to removing peace from your soul. And every last bit of it leads you to death. It just so happens you're just culminating it now with the red. So I know they have to be reading it to know what to use as symbolic.
Well, they also been instructed. I believe they got meetings and classes that talk about these things. That is because they doing too much, man. I had a guy one time question me, and I'm talking about seriously question me about how do I come to the conclusion that Jay-Z and Beyonce are devil worshippers. And now this was a so-called godly man. And I'm just looking at him, and before I answer this question, because he's an older guy, and I want to be respectful as possible. So I just looked at him and I said, "Come on, man, come on, man. Do we really have to like go through this when you know better?" One thing for sure, none of you are accountable for another's choices, right? Just like you're not accountable for ours. You people get on here and belittle, downrate, gossip, and judge others like you are superior beings, which is exactly what you're doing right now
Hmm.
because you're belittling us, you're downrating us, you're gossiping, and you're judging us for being the opposite of you, which is a Satan worshiper because Satan is your daddy. Okay. Make sure your shit is in line and let the next one do the same. Yes, we are doing that.
Well, I
We are
hope you're doing the same for us.
yeah, we are making sure our shit is in line. And we hope that you got yours in line since Satan is your daddy. I'm sure that's going to be difficult for you to do. It's so crazy to me
Every
how,
time, every time the devil has someone getting judged, he sends a
yes,
minion. He
they send
sends a
them in here.
minion.
Listen, you saying that we judging this guy and we belittle him and doing these things, but then you saying we doing a bad thing. And so you're exposing us, correct? Correct, right? So that means that you're doing the exact same thing to us that you're accusing us of doing, and you saying is wrong. So that makes you what?
Wronger.
Or a hypocrite.
Yeah, and what? But both, because you know better, because you're telling
Yeah,
us
you
what,
know better.
and you're still doing it.
And you did it to us. So here's what you should do.
That graduation cap don't fit that statement. I'm just
No,
telling
nappy
you.
head. Here's what you should do. Here's what you should do. Read that comment that you wrote to yourself,
Again.
but look in the mirror while you're reading it, and then go sit down somewhere. Okay?
You win a graduation cap and
Yeah,
ain't
go
even
sit
go to
down somewhere, little girl. Find you somebody to play with. You done jumped on the wrong page. See, you'll get your feelings hurt over here. That's what happened to you. You'll get your whole feelings hurt, and then your whole day will be messed up, and all your friends will be laughing at you.